Good morning, everybody. I woke up super sore today, like mega sore, but also I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, for week 1, this is not bad. For day 3, this is not bad. So let's get started. I'm Vaughn with the Vonster vlog, and today is day 3 of Fit-Tober. Let's go. Hey y'all, so I'm really hoping that the audio will be okay on this because I am right over here by the turtle tank, but I just wanted to sit on the dang old couch. I am tired, I am sweaty, and I am thrilled that we made it through day 3. Check this shit out. Woo! We did it! Day 3, 3-day streak. Tomorrow it looks like we're going to be doing cardio, and just so that I can be like, I don't know if this is a good idea or not for myself mentally, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to click on this and it lets me know what exercises are in tomorrow's workout. So it looks like pretty standard to what it was on day 2. So I know that all that I need are the dumbbells for the standing calf raises. And then another 10-minute cardio. So I'm going to do like how we did in day 1, because day 2, I didn't really like that setup for on the cameras. So over here to the side of the screen, we will be having the edited down and sometimes sped up, depending on how me vlogging goes, of the workout. And I'm getting that mostly because I'm not good at organizing the files on my computer, and this is exactly where I would put a sponsor if there were something that I knew of that would help me to get organized on my computer. I'm an absolute mess. Whereas at least if I put it on here, then I've got the footage here on the channel and I should be able to go through. So it's partially organization, but it's also mostly for just showing the harsh, unedited reality of how I don't want to say harsh, because I'm pretty proud of myself that I'm able to do what I can do at all. So I'm too full of gratitude at being able to do what I am that I can't even, like, there's no mental space in my mental garden for these thoughts and feelings of well, you know, I should be able to do better than this, like, or, you know, any of that mindset. I have no space for it. If a thought comes up like that, I just pluck it out and compost it, you know. But I'm so grateful to be able to do what I am. I feel better after working out in today's workout than what I did before. So kind of juicing all of my joints, getting the blood flowing, and just moving around. It's very encouraging, and I know I'm gonna be sore AF tomorrow. But that is where I'm bringing in my hot water bottles, my ice packs, my hot showers, and I may have an Epsom salt bath before bed tonight, and then ask Randy to rub me down with oil like I'm some kind of like Greek goddess or something. But I feel like, you know, it didn't, other than like the bottle of oil, taking the time to do those things to take care of ourselves and, like, you know, enjoy ourselves, I think that's just as important. Well, maybe not just as important, but why not just as important as doing the actual workout, the self-care, like the aftercare of the workout, I guess, as a way to put it. Which I took notes today so that my 2 little hamster brain cells could hopefully remember what I wanted to talk about in today's vlog. So the first note, eat, which is my happy noise. Randy did steps off camera with me. So in the beginning of the workout, we're doing another like 10-minute cardio workout with Yes to Next. And I love that they have so many to choose from because I get bored really fast. And I also, in my current state of probably inflammation, is that why everything hurts? Like, I don't know, but like sore muscles and stuff, it's nice to not have to do the same workout, warm up, cardio every single day. I'm moving, but it's a little different, and it's just enough to keep me interested, which that's the main thing, is being like, hey, Vaughn, look, a distraction, keep doing what you're doing. Like, I have to distract myself into keep going. It, like, if that makes sense. And then oh my god, I'm so sweaty is the next note. We got a good sweat on today, you guys. Like, thank goodness, like, I scheduled my shower for, like, I was like, I'm not going to shower before bed. I'm going to shower after my workouts. And so I'm shifting, like, my daily schedule. But I feel very lucky that by owning our own business, we're able to make these shifts and changes. And that's been a big thing, you guys, for, like, at least the past year, even though I've been showing up sporadically for myself and doing the stepping exercises, like the indoor walking workouts, like my focus has been so much on the business and everything that I kind of became back to work creations. And I think I've said that before, and I wasn't completely unaware that I've been very depressed, that I've been using workaholicism to just trudge through. I mean, I still feel like I was doing what I needed to do, but I was aware that I was going through a dark tunnel in the train ride of our life. And Randy was there for me every step of the way, and my friends have been there for me, so thank you guys. But I feel like I have come out the other side of that tunnel. There's only some things I'll only be able to observe in hindsight when I'm far enough ahead to be able to look back and see the bigger picture, but I'm just glad to have the sun on my face again. And I'm now very aware I was in a pretty dark place, but we're coming out of it. And I say we because Randy's been there beside me, and he's been dealing with his own struggles and stuff, and we can get through anything if we have each other, I feel, whether it's, partners or friends, or misery loves company. So thank you for joining in to today's vlog. Next note was I could do more than 30 on the Romanian deadlifts. So I've got a 30-pound kettlebell and a 40-pound kettlebell. And I love them. I love kettlebells. Not more than dumbbells, but I do like them specifically for some exercises better than dumbbells. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna see what tomorrow Vaughn thinks about whether or not I can do heavier than 30, because maybe just because I can. I'm easing myself in. It's still just week 1. Let's give ourselves room to grow without just like completely going too intense from the front end. Now on some of today's exercises, there was like a hamstring curl and like a leg lift. I can actually go back and look and see. Oh my goodness. Oh, why won't you click back? There we go. Oh, the wall squat. I'm always afraid I'm going to get splinters in my back I need to like just sand down and repaint every single door frame in this house, but that's fine. The house is built in 1905. We'll get to it when we get to it. But those were pretty challenging, but that was invigorating to be able to do it. You don't have to be at a perfect 90-degree angle. I think I was up quite a bit, like easy mode, but I don't care because it was still challenging, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for comparing myself even to Joan in the demonstration video where it's showing what she's doing. I'm trying to not even compare myself to her. I'm trying to find the line for me where the challenge is, and then just dance on that line. And then there was it's called the standing banded hamstring curl. I do not have a resistance band. They get like gross. Like I've got so much like dog hair and stuff in my house, like, and I'm working on doing better about that. But resistance bands just get nasty between, I guess, maybe the oils that I use on my skin, my filthy house, and then whenever I'm sweating on them too. So I don't have a resistance band. So I made it more challenging, and this was something I wrote. I don't have a band, so I added a balance challenge. And so by using the yoga trapeze, like yoga hammock that I've got hanging in the door frame, to put my hands on to try to help keep myself balanced, that seems to have worked pretty well. It certainly made it challenging, and my legs are like shaking. So I think that's definitely a good workout. So, and I did that for the hip abduction as well. That's the little like leggy lifts. And then I think I'm gonna need to get a foam roller, because the stuff Joan was doing with that foam roller looked like it looked good. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna try that, because it looks like it's rubbing on her back right where the parts on my back hurt. And so I'm like, well, maybe. But instead I spun some poi, which was a whole lot of fun, because sometimes I'll get really like tunnel visioned and be like, oh, I gotta be so serious to do the thing. I don't want to forget to play with myself. Like, well, oh boy. To play, to have fun, to, just enjoy myself, to play. Because I think that's important for the brain and the heart. So, spun some poi, and I tried to pair up doing poi spinning with doing like ankle circles as a start of like, you know, since I don't have a foam roller, doing my daily whoa whoa whoas like how we did on day one. And that was challenging because I can do the rub your tummy and pat your head thing, kinda, but that took it to like next level and adding in like a balance challenge, and I love that stuff, but I don't want that to be my whole cool down. So I started just like chilling out and getting some nice stretch going, because it's all about slowing down my heart, getting blood through that's like more peaceful, I think, like because it's, I don't know any of the medical terms for any of this. All I'm describing is what I feel, and as when I'm working out, I feel like I've got more of those, like, I don't know if it's adrenaline or what, but I'm feeling like pumped. And so I want to bring that back down and let some like relaxed vibes permeate through. And I think that that does help with my muscle soreness. And y'all, it's been years and years since I've belly danced with any amount of like, I don't even think I could call it consistently. I don't think I've ever applied myself consistently to my belly dance practice, not since we started the business, really. Now I still went and like danced, but I love doing like isolations and drills and like stuff. So I did let myself bring in some of those elements from my American tribal style and fusion belly dance days back in the late 2000s, and that was just a ton of fun. I also lit some incense about like halfway through. And gosh, that was so nice, because like whenever I start to feel bored, which bored isn't really the right term, it's just like I'm looking for a distraction. I'm not bored, but I'm looking for a distraction, like I'm ready to change tasks. And so by putting on some incense, and I had like some music going, that was one of the other notes. This song is a bop. I don't remember what song that is. I think it might have been The Rocky Road to Dublin, but I was like jamming out to some Enya and like folk music today, which was awesome. But yeah, just having the incense going, and it's in an odd corner that doesn't get as much airflow, so the incense smoke was making these really cool, like, not quite smoke rings, but the way that the air was catching it, it would look like jellyfish made out of like incense smoke. And I did try to get a little bit of on video, but I just couldn't capture it. But I love things like that to just kind of enrich my environment, because I'll stand there and do the same damn thing all day if I've got something interesting to look at. And I know this from all of our years of crafting, I usually had like some nature shows or something going, or like other tutorials. But the incense, and I think I'm gonna have to get a replacement bulb for my lava lamp, because that would be really cool to, like, whenever I'm doing my 45-second wall sits, to just like, enjoy the lava lamp. So those are my notes for today. I keep feeling pressure on myself to be like, oh, well, I've got this, I need to add in more by, like, yesterday I was thinking, like, at the end of the day, I was like, well, I could do an evening workout, and I'm not going to stop myself from doing that, but I'm not going to add it into my mandatory list of things that I need to be doing. I'm drawing the line at just showing up. So long, that's the goal for October this year. Next year we might do show up September, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that off, because we are always sick after Dragon Con, almost always, one or the other of us, or just exhausted. And then that's also whenever we have the camp along. So I think starting things off in October, like, that's kind of our new year starts in October. That's when everything kind of like ticks over. In ways, like, it's definitely a season change for Randy and I in our little Puerto Rico homestead, and with the business that we're running and all the things that we do. But I'm excited about that. I am going to sit here all sweaty and practice the guitar, because that's something I've been relatively consistent with since last year's 30 Days of 30. It was March of 2023. I started using the Musician app. And, but yeah, I keep thinking that I want to add more, and I know that if I just give myself 30 days of focusing on this one thing, that I can manage that momentum forward. If it's something that's interesting enough to me. If it's something that I'm not into, I'm not going to hold it against myself. I'm not going to make myself stick with something just because I was interested in it. There's every other thing in the world that I could be interested in, that I should be pursuing that. So I'm letting myself have the freedom of pasture rotation, so to speak, if y'all have, like, if that doesn't make sense. Craft wise with our business, these past couple of years, I've been focusing really heavily on kind of just wire wrapping. And that makes me feel really like stifled after a while. It's a Squidward after the 2 weeks in his like perfect village. Like, it's just like, it's not inspiring me the way that it was. And I think it's perfectly okay to rotate that pasture and follow my passion, because it's going to take me where I'm going. And I'm going to take y'all along with me, which I'm really excited about. So for October, I'm focusing on just showing up, because I was thinking of adding in the new workouts, like, or additional workouts. And then I was like, oh, well, I could also do this and that. And then I started to feel this pressure on myself from within, like nobody else is making me feel this way, that it's like, well, if I'm doing this, then I really ought to be keeping track of like my calories and everything. And it's like, I'm wanting to go 110% right out the gate. And I think this is going to be a marathon, not a sprint. So I really need to pace myself. So I'm working on a meal plan for Nom Nom November, but I'm gonna let myself do the planning stage before making it my main focus, and I think that's going to help me to have more success. So if y'all have any suggestions for recipes or different things like that, do feel free to leave them down in the comments, and I would love to hear from you. It's I'm gonna be trying to be relatively low carb, but mostly whole foods in November. So we will see y'all in tomorrow's video. Thank you again so much for stopping by. Let me know how you're doing on your Fit-Tober challenge. If you're participating along, or if you're just tuning in, there's nothing wrong with just watching from the sidelines and gathering information and motivation for your own self. We're all walking our own paths at our own pace, but I'm really excited to have each other cheering each other on. So together we can do this, you guys. I will see you tomorrow, and until then, keep on keeping on. Mwah. Bye.